And we are back for another episode of Big Six Bands. It is the mid-week Premier League transfer live update show. Of course, we have the Champions League draw as well. So plenty of stuff to unpack today. No Ethan today. I mean, otherwise, the Ansu Fati hijacking by Brighton probably would have been in the thumbnail and in the title. But of course, he is not here to take his licks and his beatings. Pause. So unfortunately, we'll have to get him another day. We might even get him tomorrow. We'll have to see, people. But of course, I'm joined by Roms, Casey, Kiz, and Corey. Of course, we're back. First thing, people, you need to do, if you're watching this back, or if you're watching this now, smash the like button. There's nearly 100 people in the house already. So again, smash that like button ASAP. What's the light goal for today? What are we doing for the light goal? No real facts and figures in the market today in terms of, was there a loan for the Reguilon thing, Corey?
Yeah, I think it's about to go through.
Was there a fee in there?
No, there was no fee in it, but I think it's about to go through there.
Okay, how much for Gravenberch? About 30 M's.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's 35 euros.
350 lakhs.
Yeah,
we could go more, but
I'm not.
I say no. I don't want to be cheeky.
Maybe your chest.
If I go on then 320 for the 32 teams in the Champions League. United is, man.
Oh, that works for Europa as well. So
United gets whoa.
It's
about 60.
I think there's 64.
I don't even remember.
Actually, that's 64.
Yeah, you bake. So you bake. You bake.
How about 317? So for the three of you guys that are in the Champions League, and obviously for you and Kids, it's been 7 years out of the Champions League. So the 7, that's what's sort of 7.
That's fine.
Listen, we're there in it. So whatever you want to do, I don't mind. That's cool.
And the 7 million loan fee for Reguilon. Yeah, 317 makes sense.
Wait, 7 million? Wait, no, it's not 7 million. It can't be 7 million. It can't be 7 million to loan Reguilon. You're capping. That's what Red White. So, hey, can you please get me the source for this? Because a few people are saying it. So yeah.
Just let me know the source so we can confirm that one.
I'm gonna need a source though. Just saying, innit?
But yeah, 317 sounds about right, man.
Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Edrin. Fulham going for Højbjerg. Big up Ali A in the house as well. TVG's out here. Kuna Patel in the house as well. Big up Red and White, aka NYFY. LFC for the doubles here as well. Kings Mano. Big up MX in the house as well. Listen. Smash the like, people, man. There's so many people in the house right now, and we can't wait to get started. I ain't even gonna lie though. Do we start with the chat? Do we just start with the draw? Straight away, just off the bat, start with the draw.
Wait, Mons, before you do that, I would like to say what a show. Cheers, Corey, cheers. It was such a spectacle. The beautiful music, the whole speeches, bringing out such players. Joe Cole, what a man.
Iconic legend.
It was a great draw. It was a great draw, man. And yeah, just thank you for being there. And if you was invited, bless up, man.
I know you man attended, so thank you for showing us support. I appreciate it. Obviously, I hope you enjoyed all the food, the drinks.
But next time, stop asking to sit on my table.
I already told you, man, off stream. We were there. Did you see Group O? That Group O had us.
No, I didn't see no Group O, I didn't see no
there,
Group
bro. We were there.
Oh, that might have been the after thing, the after thing.
That's the after party. That's the after party. It was a real thing, fam. The real thing. But I pick you man up for all.
You man finished.
Yeah, man. No, just saying, just a special thank you, man. It was such a show.
The worst thing is, I've never seen a Champions League ceremony bigged up like this by the Arsenal fans. I've never seen that before.
Until we do everything big. Pause, but you get it, you know how we do, fam.
Yeah, when we're there, that's when it all goes. It's mad.
Everyone's gonna tune into this Champions League mad. Man, we're gonna be tuning in just because we're in it. This. Everyone's watching it now. Cause we're there. Nice to be back, man.
Bro, you man are scaring me, fam.
I miss this feeling.
Scary, bro.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while still. It's been a while.
Bro, it's You're telling us, you know, you got to act right in the event. Like you man, hard to act.
But
You man
myself,
get
I
too.
can't lie.
You know what? You man get too drunk and get kicked out the event, like
Yeah,
on a
man,
regular basis. You know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
we're turning up
We
too.
stay till the
We're
end,
drinking
and,
all the mimosas. We're the ones backing all the mimosas, fam.
and you're
It's
out.
all fun and
Bounce
games.
on no time. Yeah, you're too drunk. No
Bro,
re-entry.
It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until round of 16. You're seeing Atletico Madrid away or something like that. But
Bro,
it's
bring them. Bring me them bums, fam. Man, to that
So that's,
Atletico.
and I'm glad
Can I
that's
ask
something we
something,
have to worry about. I'm
The
glad that's
general
something we have to worry about.
general consensus. I saw a lot on Twitter. I want to ask Kay and Casey and Kids about this. Did you man want Bayern in your group? Because I saw a lot of Arsenal fan that wanted to get back. Because obviously we know what's happened in the past. But did you two want them in your group?
No.
I wouldn't say I wanted them.
No.
I wouldn't say I wanted them. That's a bit mad to say, but I would have taken them. I said this on stream time ago to you, man. Like in the Champions League, if it ain't Madrid, I'll take anybody. Like I don't fear anybody in this competition. I'll be honest. Like I just don't.
Not even City now. Now they won it.
Yeah, because obviously we can't draw City. I'd brush them. But obviously, like the people at PSG, bro, bring me them, man. I'll be real. Bring me them.
Okay.
Corey, what's your opinion on this before we go back to the Arsenal opinion? Corey, what's your opinion on all this skepticals and all that?
Well, for one, I wouldn't want to draw any big team. You know, we've been there, done that. You know, and no one wants to play the big team straight away. You know, that's how you get to the final usually. You'd prefer to play the easier teams. Number two.
Oni! Sorry. Oni!
Ryan!
Bro, that is mid. I'm sorry, that is me.
Wait, Monto. What your guy?
There's no way. Roms. I understand Mons because Mons is starving in it. But Roms, there's no way in hell that you are happy with that signing. No way.
Oh no,
it's just more bodies, but we just
fair enough.
Nah, that's mid, man. I'm sorry. That's mid. Bring me G. Where's G at? G keeps it real. This is what I like. G will tell you not straight. That is
you have to change the title now. Edit that title ASAP.
Now I've got to change the title of the video.
Wait, man, are that excited? Yeah, I'm there.
We're starving. We're starving.
Bro, that happens with every signing. We had to do it for the Cucurella one as well. It happens with every signing, bro. So
that's hard, man. Put him up there.
You know, calm. Fair enough. You man done your thing on that one.
Yeah, love K. I don't really want to hear the hater thing though. It's just the kind.
I'm not hating. No, I'm not hating.
Casey. I
thought you said me. Sorry, I thought you said me.
No. I said me. Here's his name, and you answered for him.
That's fine. No, I thought you said me.
Why did you think you said you?
You said because
why did you think
he said K? I heard K, bro.
Yeah, so exactly. Why did you hit K? If I said, why did you hit K?
Said that's fine.
Anyway, Mons, I swear down, this isn't even me hating. You look when he signed Szoboszlai, I bigged it up. I think Szoboszlai is a great player. But Gravenberch, boy, if I speak, the man didn't.
I reckon we're touching it more.
I'll be real. Hey, you're telling me you're cool. Yeah, I understand when it comes to a signing. Liverpool fans are now saying, can we get the Ajax Gravenberch as opposed to the Bayern Gravenberch? Correct or incorrect?
Yeah, correct.
So you currently employ Kai Havertz and you're trying to get the Leverkusen Havertz, right? That's the Havertz you guys.
I'm just trying to get a Havertz that can, because he can score goals.
Yeah, so you want the Leverkusen Havertz, right?
Yeah.
You realize that was 4 years ago. You're trying to resurrect someone that was four years ago with that. So again, if you employ Kai and you're trying to convince me that he can do a thing, then I don't think it's crazy for me to say we can try and get someone's form back after the.
But why are you using Kai Havertz as a marking post?
Because
he's coming from a Prem side to a Prem side.
Because it's hypocritical for someone to talk to me about a player who's had a bad season at a big club when they've made the step up. Because when Kai Havertz made the step up, he's been crap for 3 years. So I'm talking about.
Should I tell you why that's dead? You know why you can't even compare that.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because wasn't you buzzing Cucurella possibly coming on loan to my club and he had a bad season at Chelsea?
Oh,
Yes,
Oh.
100%. But Kukurea played every game. He played every game.
No, he did. No, he did. Wait. Stop that. Stop that. Now you're going too much into it. He had a bad season.
Corey
Bottom
can
line.
just say he wants to get Brighton Cucurella. That's what Corey can just say.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right,
but when
right.
no. But when man have said they want Brighton Kukurea, you can say
You
cool, fair
busted.
enough. But he's only no. Hold on. I think Kukurea is crap though. In general, I think he's crap. I don't think he's good.
So that's your opinion.
What Brighton?
Because you think Kai Havertz and Kukurella's crap.
If someone says he's average, I'm not going to argue him down.
This is definitely to fit your agenda, Kay.
But Corey, I'm not here. Hold on, but Corey, I'm not here saying that Gravenberch is a baller and that he fits the system, because he doesn't fit Klopp's system.
He's not even what we need.
We spoke about this yesterday. Hold on. We spoke about this yesterday in the stream, and you men are acting like I said Gravenberch is the guy.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
and then we're not getting.
I'm just saying you're calling them not hypocrites, but you said something that was hypocritical yourself.
No, but I didn't say. I said Liverpool fans are saying they want the Ajax Gravenberch, right? Liverpool fans.
Oh, you said Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
If you said Liverpool fans, I didn't even say that. Well, if you said Liverpool fans,
I said Liverpool fans. Thank you, Corey.
Oh, forget what I said then. Forget what I said.
That's what I'm saying.
But Corey, my point wasn't even to do with all of that. My point is the reason why I said mid-signing is because, one, for what Rom said, you don't even need him. Gravenberch is the second phase midfielder. You already have Curtis Jones, Thiago, McAllister, Szoboszlai. Why do you need Gravenberch?
Elliot, I can't lie.
No, that's a lie. Wait, why do you think he plays second? He's a second phase midfielder. Just hold on, just UK.
He's not a DM. He's not a DM. So
hold on. But when he's played in the six, he's played in the pivot in the first phase, and the other person in the pivot has played slightly more advanced than him. So he has.
Yeah, but you're not gonna play. You might not gonna play two. You might not gonna play a double pivot though.
I don't know. Listen.
Well, we've been trying to play the box midfield. So I've always said this: if we're going for the box midfield, the signing makes sense. If we're going for the false nine, original, old school, what we know, go back to what we know, and that's the only thing that we can do, then I don't get it. Then the signing makes no sense to me.
Well, I think, me personally, we don't carry on playing the box midfield. I actually think, do not be surprised, and this will stink, but McAllister plays the lone six with the 2 8s being Szoboszlai and Gravenberch. I can see that. I can see Klopp doing that, and that is not what we need. That is what I was waiting for. For me, the reason why I got to agree with Keys to an extent. For me, he's competing with the McAllisters, the Szoboszlais, the Elliots, the Curtis Jones. He's still not what we need. But this is where it's going to be backwards for us, because Endo, for me, has to start, because some might even say he's not a competent six, but he's played there for Stuttgart. Do you know what I mean? But Ryan Gravenberch, the reason why I got excited, I'll be honest with you, man, because I'm starving. I just want more signings. I know. But is he what we need? Probably not. But the advantage to this is, let's be honest, 40 million euros, what? That's about 34 million British pounds sterling. In this market, that's chicken change. Let's say he doesn't bang in an ideal world. Have we taken that? I'm not even making an excuse from early, but have we taken that much of it? It's not like it's a suppose I already paid 60 or north of 60. This is still a relatively calm fee. And worst case scenario, if he didn't bang, we could probably still sell him for what we bought him for. But hopefully he does well in it. But I don't even think he'll start for us. How about that? I don't even think he starts for us.
Yeah, he don't. That's what
he don't start.
He's playing 8. He's not better than any of the 8s we have.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not better than any of them. However, if he's being coached into a 6, because if we look at his stature, he's built. I said he's definitely built like Fabinho. He's lanky and light skinned. He just has a hairline. Fabinho doesn't. The difference is, and he can make a tackle, and he's got long legs. But if we can coach him into being the DM that we need, he can definitely do it. And he's actually for a big guy, he's quite tidy with the ball at his feet. I'm not going to lie.
Agile still.
Yeah, he's a good dribbler in that. But again, it's all a little bit like how's it going to work? Now this is more down to Klopp. If this doesn't work, this is more, Jurgen, this was your guy. You asked for him. You wanted to bring him in. So if this don't work, it's your head on a platter. That's kind of the way it works. Corey, just what's your, well, again, I know you've come away from the draw, but Corey, what's your thoughts on Gravenberch?
I think I think you need to do the 2-8 things, isn't it? Like you got to play Gravenberch and Szoboszlai next to each other. I think that will be a good.
You're saying straight legs. You just want to go straight legs and strength. Pick TMP.
Straight get around, innit? Get around the pitch because
Who's
I don't
the-
think
who's
we
the
have
DM?
the proper CDM.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I think we have
So
a
you're
proper
saying
CDM. So I think you need to, because I don't know if Enzo will be like get around the pitch, innit? And if you've got tied legs in that Liverpool side, it's not looking good, bruv, innit? So I think you need young, fresh legs to get around the pitch. But at the same time, from Caicedo and Lavia to Enzo and what's his name, Gravenberch. That's a bit mad, isn't it? And you still got money there as well. So obviously they said look out for Liverpool at the end of the transfer window. So you can see something tomorrow for yourselves, isn't it? You know, you never know with Liverpool. They drop mad signings sometimes. So I don't know yet, but I still feel like you need another DM in it. I don't think you've properly covered that, in my personal opinion. But then at the same time, maybe you're looking for something next transfer window.
You know what I don't get about Liverpool? Bro, they're doing this for Gravenberch, right? Bro, Paulinho is right there. He's on a platter. He's on a platter.
If I have to say this,
I don't get it. I honestly do not get it.
Montes has been calling for him since the start of the summer. Still, I think even since January.
It's mad though, because he's literally on. He told Fulham that he wants to go Bayern.
You know the maddest thing.
Bro, man are telling me Paulinho offers nothing going forward and he's not good enough. That's what man were telling me.
You need a DM. You need someone to go. You need a DM.
That's crazy.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful the way man is acting like Paulinho offers nothing going forward. It's just disrespectful.
You know what? Even if he don't, he doesn't need to.
Now that Bayern want him, Liverpool should have gone for him, man. Liverpool should have gone for him. But before it was like, why would you go for Paulinho? Why would you spend 90 M's on Paulinho when Caicedo's there? When these man, I'm like, bro, like.
Mons, do you want to know what the most frustrating thing is? You don't want to know what the most frustrating thing is? We're basically funding this Paulinho deal. Well, part of it, not all of it, but we're basically funding part of this deal.
Bro, Caicedo, we put in 111 mil. Endo cost 15 mil. Slap a couple more M's on that and just swing them 100 M's and they can't say no. I'm hearing 70 M's. I'm hearing it's in the region of 60, 70 Paulinho. They quoted West Ham at 90 M's. Fulham are not trying to strengthen no one. They're actually not trying to strengthen anyone. They're saying for Bayern, for you, man, 60, 70. Anyone else in the Prem? 90 M's.
90, yeah.
Starting price. Do you know what I'm saying? They're doing all that. But big up Edwin for the super chat. He goes, yes, Ornstein bomb. Yes, the Ornstein dagger, of course. Title has changed. I don't really have time to change the thumbnail. But listen, me, Cal, and obviously Hammers and a few of the other boys will be covering this in another video as well. So I don't think this is going to be the only video. We can't make this whole video solely based on Gravenberch. But again, if you have to look at the signing as a whole, do you guys think he can be coached into a loan DM?
I don't think he'll be coached into a loan DM. I think he'll buy it.
Can he be coached into it? Coached?
No.
Nah.
No.
Maybe in a pivot, that's a reach, maybe. But as a lone six in the Prem,
okay. So some people are saying McAllister Gravenberch pivot could work.
Yeah, it possibly could. It possibly could. But again, Klopp ain't gonna want to do that. I feel like he wants to play this lone six thing and have the 2 8s there as that's the pivot. So Gravenberch, like I said, it will have to be lone six if he was to play, and it's just not that. Like I just don't see it. I don't see it honestly.
I hear, but just before we carry on Gravenberch, there is 372 people in the house right now. And of course, we're only on 76 likes. Remember, guys, the like total was 320 likes.
317.
So see what you're doing right now. Stop and smash the like button. Of course, hitting that like button pushes the video out and it does help the channel. We are 60 around. I think we're 68 subscribers away from 6,500 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed already, I reckon we can get there today, tomorrow, easily, maybe by game week 4, and we can make that happen. So just as we approach 400 live viewers, make sure you smash the like button. Get us to 100 likes right now. And then make sure you sub if you haven't already, especially if you're watching this back as well. Make sure we get that done, people. We can definitely shoot to that amount of subscribers. Casey, what's your opinions? Obviously, I want to come to you about Gravenberch. Obviously, I know at Bayern, he played, I think I've combined 500 minutes. So he didn't actually play a lot, but when he did play, it was a little disappointing. From what I've heard, they're very disappointing in his season at Bayern Munich. Where do you have him in your like kind of position and what he can probably bring at 21 as well? So still plenty of time.
I think he's gonna be one of those players that Klopp's gonna mold into whatever's kind of required. So I know that everyone's saying they're lacking in the 6, but I go with what Roms is going to say. I think they'll just play a McAllister. I think they're going to rely on going back to old school Liverpool, where they'll rely on the attack to basically outplay the other team so that they don't have to defend as much. So they will go with the McAllister who can find the pass from deep, Szoboszlai who's good with the ball, and also Gravenberch who they want to. He didn't play well at Bayern, but he has the ability to be able to, do that role. So I think that's what Liverpool are going back to. I don't think they need, an out-and-out destroyer anymore. It'll be nice.
It has to be more of a pivot, like you've got to move with the times a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what you lot, and that suits your attackers more. The whole rock and roll, quick, the ball going from defense to attack quickly suits your team. So I think that's what you're going for.
Don't you think we still could be open for a counter attack if someone like Gravenberch isn't playing a little bit deeper than what we'd like to see him play? Because if Gravenberch wants to cover for Trent, I'm not.
But you've been doing that also. You've been doing that since pre-season.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's changed a little bit. Trent was in the 6 in pre-season, and he now he's back to inverting. He was literally playing as a 6.
What I mean is that you've been doing the whole allowing yourself to be susceptible to a counter, but relying on your attack to do what they do best, and it's been working to some degree. You get it. So I think that's what Klopp's going to stick with, the whole idea of the attack outweighing the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I hear it. I think the thing is with Gravenberch as well. I don't know if I said this last stream or if I said it on Never a Foul. I said Gravenberch actually suits Corey's squad. For me, in my opinion, he suits Corey more, and Amrabat suits us more. Exactly. If we're talking Liverpool playing 4-3-3 and United playing the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-3 in transition, I think that when Casemiro sits and you have Gravenberch there, who's actually not bad going forward, and he's big enough and physical enough to help Casemiro, I think that actually works better for them, man, than it does for us.
That's
what's
back.
You agree with that?
I'll be real. Our clubs are stupid, isn't it? Like, we need an 8. We got Mount. God knows why. You need a 6. And you're getting Gravenberch or Enzo or whatever his name is, whatever my man's name is, Eno or whatever his name is.
That's it, Eno. That's it, Eno.
This is nuts, bro. I'm seriously concerned on who makes these decisions. Like, who sanctions this stuff and thinks it's okay? Because it doesn't take a genius to notice this stuff. How many people sit on their fucking phones and watch YouTube and they can just tell, oh, you need this type of player, and it's clear.
Yeah. And
in your meeting, you think that getting Gravenberch is going to work.
Again, if they said in the meeting, of course, if they said in the meeting, we're going to be running the pivot, and the phone call with him and probably goes, we're going to be in the pivot, as opposed to a lone DM. That easily could have been that could have been part of the phone call. You know what I'm saying? That could have been part of the phone call. So I don't know, man. It's again, I think Amrabat would have worked better for us. But again, Amrabat wanted United and Gravenberch wanted Liverpool. So again, I wasn't really trying to go for someone who doesn't want my club. Like how that ended last time didn't really end well. Just saying. I'm still a bit scarred from that. You know, every Caicedo bad performance will hit like a stim. Every bad Caicedo performance will hit like a stim. Same with Lavia. But we have to move with the times. That is what I'm saying. So I see Gravenberch for now as a pivot in the 6. But I feel like he maybe might work a little bit better with a McAllister or with a Thiago as opposed to with a Szoboszlai. That's my opinion. Roms, do you see him
think you're doing a free roll thing.
Free roll? No,
in midfield.
No,
not him. I mean,
no,
not Gravenberch. As in your midfield. I think Klopp just wants a midfield of 3 midfielders that are almost like. So McAllister can attack and defend. Gravenberch can attack and defend, and Szoboszlai can also attack and defend, but he's more attack-minded than the other 2. So I think that's what Klopp's going for, a mesh where everyone can kind of do everyone's jobs, but 2 of them are more defensively sound and one of them is more attackingly sound, if that makes sense. But they can all rotate. So if Szoboszlai needs to come back, he can do that for a minute or 2 if Gravenberch goes up, or you know what I mean? I think that's what Klopp's going for, not someone who like Fabinho, whose sole responsibility is to defend and the other 2 midfielders are there to create. That leaves, if Fabinho goes up, the hole almost. You know? I'm just trying to see.
That's chaos ball, though. That's chaos ball. What you just described.
But that's what Klopp was at the beginning, wasn't he? Chaos.
He could go back to
it was chaos, and then it became, the second we patterned up our defense, it became controlled chaos.
Exactly.
And I always prefer controlled chaos over the just like 17-8 in Liverpool finished 4th for a reason, because it was outscore. Yeah. It was
bro, you know the amount of the 4-3 wins,
the 5-4s. That's what I'm saying. Bro, like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was the Coutinho, Salah, Firmino, Mane sort of thing. But for me, again, as what Casey said, what Corey said, it's top heavy, way too top heavy. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be a balance if you want to win. It's not just about
this is back to the Liverpool I love.
You know what I'm saying?
This is back to the Liverpool I love. Regardless of Liverpool, go beat teams 5-4. Let me see you guys.
But the thing is, it's the same defenders. It's the same defenders. But the way I see it is that if you're going to keep the rock and roll football up, that's screaming injuries to me. Screaming injuries. Because man are going to have to tear back every time there's a turnover, breaking in it to get back. And they're covering yards. They shouldn't really need to be covering that. That's what's a bit weird to me. In it,
you know what? The only positives about this month is when I now look at McAllister, Szoboszlai, Basetic when he comes back, Gravenberch, the competition that's healthy enough. Is it enough for us to go in the league? In my opinion, no. But there's more quality now. There's youthful quality as well. But like what Kaz is saying, he's going to try and turn him into a 6. Will that happen? We're not sure. The buzzword that's being thrown around is multifunctional. Maybe he doesn't want him to be that sole 6. He also wants him to do that 8 row and kind of genie-esque. But for me, again, I have to reiterate, it's not like I don't rate the player. He's just not what we need. For me, he's not the right profile. But listen, if we can, I don't think we can, but if we can turn him into that 6, then Klopp's going to get all his plaudits. But like Mons alluded to earlier, if it doesn't work, it's Klopp. This was on you. This was the player you wanted. But £34 million in this day and age, you can't really complain too much. Because you know what? If this is 2 years ago, we're waxing lyrical. If you said Liverpool,
he was the guy. He was the guy. Crazy. 2 years ago, he was the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
remember that 50 Cent tune? That damn, homie. In high school, he was the man, homie. That was Gabriel. But he's still 21. He's still 21.
Yeah, he's still 21, so there's time. But we were saying the same thing about Ansu Fati 18 months ago.
True.
10 shirt, taking the 10 shirt from Lionel. The God of Paul. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a weird one for me. It's a weird one. Does anyone think he does get the? Does anyone think that he does improve Liverpool's midfield in the long term? Because I'm seeing. We're going to get to the comments in a second, but
we have to see.
Saying he's a possible Genie replacement, where it's like ball retention goes up with him, and he maybe controls the game.
That's
anyone
mad.
think?
If Klopp can mold him, we have to
don't know
wait and
about
see.
Yeah,
But
because that's the consensus in the comments that I'm seeing right now.
maybe that's what Klopp's
wouldn't-
vision is to turn him into that genie role. But whether that actually happens, we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
I'll be real, it's not happening, isn't it? Like, Genie, Wijnaldum, let's be real now. Like, Wijnaldum was scoring crucial goals, and he was
At home, not away from home. At home.
No, but even that though, for me, like overall, him as a Liverpool player, like he was top quality, and that's very difficult to just come in.
Wait, kids.
Bro, Monts, you're gonna say, oh, when I say bro again, you know me, I don't need to say what's on my mind 24/7.
Kate, you was never outweighed.
Bro,
man, I'm bigged him up though. Man, I'm bigged up Ronaldo.
Yeah, no,
Wijnaldum was not getting bigged up, but go.
If he was to ask me back then, do you rate Wijnaldum? I would have said yes. I would have said yes.
Yeah, not at the very end, not his last season.
It got a bit, it started to decline a little bit, but bro,
started getting a bit meaty. But bro, he was there. He was the guy. Don't do that. He was getting bigged up.
Gravenberch, like I said,
you remember anyone bigging up Wijnaldum? Sorry, just
decent. He's decent, but to say to replace Wijnaldum, that's not
big boots to fill.
Bro, you know what it is once they don't know they don't know, like until they have it themselves, they don't know what's good in it. Like that stuff's been clear to me for ages. Until for me personally, the best one to talk about is Firmino. They didn't know that a false 9 thing works until Arsenal got the taste of a false 9 type beat, and they go, you know what? Yeah, I do like it. Same with Wijnaldum. I don't know who represents Wijnaldum right now. Can't lie, but you know they've probably seen it and said, yeah, I like it now. But
bro, when
you're saying Arsenal fans need to experience it before they understand it.
Yeah.
What are you talking? What's this guy waffling on about?
This is my prime point about how weird you man are, innit? How is this turned to Arsenal when we're talking about?
I'm just saying.
I don't get it.
I'm just saying,
bro.
But
Forget
quite like anyway.
Sorry, go on.
It's gonna be. I think it will be. I think it's still gonna be Enzo or Endo. What's his name?
Endo, fam.
Endo. That's
his name's not hard, fam.
Endo. Szoboszlai, McAllister in it, because I think Klopp goes back to that Dortmund, that 4-2-3-1 at Dortmund, isn't it? And I think Endo and Szoboszlai kind of replicate that. So,
but Endo's dead though. He's dead. Like, bro,
Endo's dead. But I'm talking. You've got, bro.
Is he dead?
He's dead food, bro. He's dead. Let's be real.
Average. He's
dead food.
No, the way I saw him getting spun out, though.
He was getting spun out.
You love writing off players.
None of you saw him get. You saw one clip when he got spun. You saw one clip. So don't take the way I just one.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Kids love to do the writing off players early and that. But when it's an Arsenal players, Arteta's trying to do this, he's trying to invent. You love to give everyone else time. You don't have to give anyone else time. But when it comes to your players,
my man is 29, bro. 29.
Wait, is that a Rom's W?
How is it a Rom's stuff, bro? This Endo guy's 29 years of age, bro. He's a big man. There's no
got him. We fucking got him.
Sample size is small. You can't say
Roms.
The sample size is very.
I'm not saying he's done.
You know what?
He played 2 games.
Kids, if you said I don't think he's going to be that guy, or I don't think he's going to do well, fair enough. But you can't just say he's dead already.
He started one game against Newcastle away, and he came on against Bournemouth and played well against Bournemouth at home. The sample size is so small, and Kids is writing the man off. No one here is saying he's a baller. No one's saying
because Kids, by that logic, Havertz is done. What's Havertz done? He's shit.
Again, like I said before, you need to look at context. This Endo guy has come from a team. He's come from a team in the Bundesliga who almost got relegated and is 29 years of age. Yeah, coming against Bournemouth, done okay, not good, and he played against Newcastle and he looked very, very bad. He was the worst one in that midfield, clearly by a mile for both teams. That's why he got hooked. Man, how can your only DM get hooked? How's that?
I never watched the game, innit? I never watched the game, but he
Bro,
got
That's killing me. Man said, how could the only team get hooked?
He's dead, bro. He looked
he got hooked.
He just looked
Look,
done.
hold on a second, hooked.
He was
Yeah,
getting
you got
spun
no.
out.
Cause he was
done.
getting spun out. He was
Getting
looking
done.
dead for you.
Kids,
Casey,
we're
stop
talking
that
a
because
few
you didn't
months,
watch
yeah?
the game
We're
either.
talking
He
a
was
few-
with Carnival. He was at Carnival with me.
Montel, I've
Me.
watched the highlights, bro. Montel,
I didn't-
I've
okay,
watched the
but
highlights
in
and
the
I've
Yeah,
watched
even the
clips.
highlights were funny.
Montel, I've Montel. Alright, go on.
Oh, Casey's
Go
You know what?
on.
Yeah,
Go
from
on.
what
Go on.
I watched the extended ones that are half an hour. Yeah, from what I saw, I can't lie. Joe Linton kept just bouncing off the ball. However,
Thank you. Like what?
Sample
I
size
get
is still
that. I'm not saying he's
right.
done. I'm not saying
Okay,
he's
how about
done.
this?
But I'm
Man are
saying
going off
that
of
game,
false
he looked dead.
information, but
False.
fair enough. innit?
Oh, sorry. Wait, sorry. He's 30. He's not 29. He's 30. Sorry.
Yeah,
30.
Even worse.
This isn't FIFA. You don't just get bad once you turn 30. You know.
Bro, 30 from Stuttgart. Played dead against the. It's just not.
I'm
looking
not
good,
saying
innit?
he's bad, innit? I don't agree with K saying he's done. I'm not saying he's done. I'm agreeing with Montel, but Montel for some reason is fighting against it. I'm saying that he played okay against Bournemouth and he looked stinky as hell against Newcastle. That's it. That's
And
not a
that's
lie.
all I
There's no
can go.
lie.
I can go off that. That's all I can
By
go.
the way,
But from that, I'm not going to say that he's done.
Wait for a second. Go on.
Yeah, I'm just not going to say that he's
Sorry,
done.
go on, boss. You're on mute. Hold on. Go on. You're on mute, boss.
oh yeah, Robs. By the way, I just want to say something to you. There's no way you're trying to do the. Even when you said, "Oh, they're 30," that like after they're 30 they can still be good. There's no way
I know
you're
what you're gonna
comparing
say.
this brother that you've got now to like players like Casemiro and all them lot that were
Yeah,
good,
right.
very good, top tier in their prime, and now they're all 34, 32 years of age, and they're still.
Yeah,
decent
this guy's
slash
been a
good.
ghost.
There's
Like,
no way
even
you're
knew him.
comparing that.
No one
I just
knew
wanna
him.
make that clear.
Real talk.
Corey, I wasn't comparing him to players like that. I'm just
No,
saying this.
What's your logic based off?
That he's just the way because kids brought up age. The way kids was like, oh, he's 30, like it's a fact as to why he's bad. That's what I didn't agree with. If he said everything else can't, but the way he said 30 is that that's a reason why he's bad. Come on, man.
No,
some players even flourish after they're 30. We've seen it. Some players get better.
You're right. You're right.
Man,
What
them
I
just
what
to
I meant
hold.
by that was I never meant he was shit because he was 30. I meant in terms of like because you were saying he could end up being good. Like if he was 21, cool. Maybe you could say yeah, there might be room for improvement. But because man's 30 and just come off the back of a relegation battle in one
That's
of the
the
worst.
player he is.
That's the bottom line of it. Literally. Like it's
let me throw this
Like,
in. I don't believe
if
this.
you just said if you just said he had a difficult, he had a bad game, and cool, the sample size is small, but I'm gonna need to see more. I'll hear it. But you can't pick and choose who you want to give time to. It just doesn't make sense to me.
But bro, what more do you need to see, bro?
I heard that in Mount's preseason game. I heard that exact quote in Mount's
45 minutes.
Kids, I'm not 100% saying cool, he will get better. But let's say in a year or 2 times, we see it gradual improvements as he gets older. That basically debunks what you just said. It's not a guarantee, and I don't personally believe it myself. I think he probably stays at this level. But it is possible to get better, regardless of age.
Maybe possibly, but bro, I really thought of it.
If you can't see it, I hear it. If you just can't see it, I hear it.
Obviously, I get what you're saying, but for me, like I watch football in it. I watch a lot of football, and sometimes I can just tell when someone's not it, and he's not the one. He's not the one.
You know what? By that logic, I hear
it. We're going on a tangent. We're going on a tangent with Endo. This is more about Gravenberch. All right, chat. I want you guys to get involved in this one, chat. I just want you guys to let me know right now, does he start or does he not start? That's all I want to see. Start or not start in the chat. That's all I want to see is the question. Do you think, does Ryan start or does he not start? Because he's fit.
Bro.
He's fit. No. And we've seen Klopp do stranger things. It took Fabinho about 2-3 months to actually start performing for Liverpool and be molded. I remember his debut against Arsenal was horrific, to say the least. And I remember man wanted him out. I wanted him out after that game against Arsenal. So, I just want to see what the chat's kind of saying with that one. Also, we still have just under 400 people in the house right now, and we're on 144 likes. So stop what you're doing right now if you haven't already, and smash the like button. Of course, we are now just around 50-ish subscribers away from 6.5k. So if you've tuned in, it's your first time watching it, you are enjoying it, and you're watching this back, either one of those three, quickly hit the subscribe button. It should be under one of us guys anyway. So let's make that happen as soon as we can, and make sure we get to. We should at least be on 200 likes, by the way. At least. You know what I'm saying? Let's hit some of the comments and see what the people are saying in the comments before we just move on. Tina is saying, give the lad a chance. He's hardly played last season. No, Gravenberch won't start for a couple of months. Puss in Boots says he ain't a 6, so why is he starting? Julix is saying he's not starting. It's not happening. He ain't starting. Big Yard says not yet. You say he doesn't need to be better. He just needs to get used to our football. So he's saying it's more of an adaptation. Let me talk about Endo though. So that's more about Endo.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
That is cheeky.
That is so cheeky.
He's saying hashtag De Gea.
By the way, it's not my job to stand up for your players. By the way, I hope you guys.
By the way, it's so he's not lying.
I like
what Casey just said though. Like De Gea, you know.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's true. They're both true.
What did you say? Sorry.
You heard me.
Big Yard says, personally, I'm gassed. Always rated Gravenberch, and I'm glad we got him. Baller, I believe he will cook. Also, Nat Phillips has gone on loan, so I don't know if the centre back, that means the centre back's coming in. I don't know, but that's something we look at as well.
That's a big move for him, you know. Big up.
Robert says,
I'm going to be playing in champs.
Robert says, I'm going to hold on. Robert says, I'm going to say he starts because our manager is Klopp, and I have every faith in our manager, and we have all witnessed what he is capable of when it comes to improving players. Improving players in their position, so we'll have to see.
Kills me. This is the bit that kills me about Liverpool. The hopium and just it's just too much.
You talk about opium because you tell me every day you're trying to remind the whole planet about Kai Havertz and how he's going to come good. So how can you call us hopium? How can you say hopium with us? How can you sit there and say
different? Like I said, difference is I've got a leg to stand on. Mikel's been doing this. He's been doing it. He's been proving people wrong with the ballers. And you're now seeing it. Havertz, like I said,
Klopp doesn't have a backlog all the way dating back.
No. That's what I'm saying. I respect what Klopp's done, but he's declining, and it's very clear to see, but you man just can't see it. It's very clear to see on the outside. You man just can't see it.
I don't think Klopp's declining. I think Klopp's doing what he's. No, I think Klopp's doing what he's usually done his whole career. He'll build a team, first team great, then next generation team duds. That's how it goes.
But Corey, this is my point. You just said it, new gen. This is my point. In this new era, Klopp is no longer elite anymore. He's not elite. You can see it.
I still think he's
got to go, by the way.
He's definitely still elite, but he's just doing what he's been doing his whole career, making a good first team, and then the second team that he tries to create just always gets. It's always dusty.
Yeah, but what's the first team? What's the first team? There's no DM. Again, there's no DM. Bro, look at their window and tell me if my man's still elite. Like how? Look at their window.
This is what I find so funny. And
Montel. Yeah, just before you do that.
That isn't Klopp's fault.
I've got to go. Of course, just before you, Monts, I've got to go. But people, smash the like. Just want to say before I go, Champions League United is Nat Phillips ran there, and big up, man. Look forward to seeing you in there if you're there.
Where's Nat?
He's going Celtic, Corey.
He's in Celtic.
Also about Nat Phillips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck him.
Hopefully,
big him up, man.
Big up.
Anyway,
what? Big up, Casey, and we'll obviously see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow as well. Take care, broski. What I was saying is that. Everyone, see, this is what I mean when I say I don't like it when man be giving us credit when we went and beat Newcastle. I don't like man, don't give us no credit because my midfield's done out, my manager's declining. I'm hearing all this stuff, and I'm on the same points as you. In fact, I'm above you. You go play Manchester United, so we can talk about all this window stuff and all this tactical nous off the pitch. But when it comes to kicking the ball on the pitch, we're in the same position.
Once you paid 3 games.
And you won the transfer window. You got
You
your
paid-
100
No, kids, don't do play 3 games.
games.
We've gone away to Stamford Bridge and St James Park, which is 2 of the hardest away grounds to go to. Cool, I know people are going to run the jokes. They finished 12 Chelsea now, but it still is hard to go to. So our first 3 games have been harder than your first 3 games, and we're on the same points, bro. So you can't say it's
right. You're right, but
said
again, it's the season's nowhere near done.
Yeah,
This,
okay,
either way, like to say
go on.
No, I'm saying to say you're on the same points as us, like it's some kind of congrats. Like that's dead. Like we played 3 games, bro. Game week 38, you know that will be above you. You know that yourself because you predicted it. So
we predicted it, but it doesn't mean I'm always right. But what I'm going off right now, just like how you only want to go off 75 minutes of gameplay of Endo in total, just how you want to go off of the short span of time. Maybe I should go off the short span of time and going, I'm in the same position as you. We've harder games played, and with 10 men in both of them in 2 games.
Months, you can do this whole you're back. I get it. You're backing your guy. I get it. But bro, you know deep down, and so does Roms and every other Liverpool fan out there that Endo's not it. So
no one said he's a baller. No one said he's a baller.
So then what are we doing?
You're giving, again, you want to give your small sample size here, but when it comes to Arsenal, just like Corey said, when it comes to you, man, when Rom said, when it comes to you, man, you give us time, something's cooking, something's getting done.
Yeah.
And
no one's come on here and said, and Endo's gonna bang his corner. I just didn't like the way you said, "Right, he's just like it's done. It's a foregone conclusion." That's what I didn't like. I just felt give him a bit more time. If you was to say, "Cool, I think he's gonna be washed in there," that's calm. But to say off the back of 3 games, bro, not 3, 2 games, it's a bit mad.
You're right. No, you're right. Let me retract that and say I think he's gonna be done in it. I feel like he gets sold. He's finished in the year time. So yeah.
Fair.
Listen, moving on. Let's obviously cover the actual original title of the video. Big up the chat. Make sure we are smashing the like button, by the way. I don't know how many likes we are on, but let's make sure we shoot all the way to 200 likes right this second. So stop right now and hit the like button. We are, again, around 50 subscribers away from 6.5K. So let's make it happen, people. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. Reguilon. Kukurea off. Reguilon on.
Jesus Christ.
I'm down bad. I'm just screaming down bad. Oh, how about this? Yeah. Reguilon had a good little stint at Spurs before it went left, didn't it?
Left, yeah.
Kukurea has obviously had the better stint in the Premier League. I think that's fair to say. I'm not a fan of Kukurea. I prefer Reguilon, but I'm not going to be dumb and say that. I'm not going to act like Kukurea hasn't had a better one season than Reguilon. He did have a better season. He did.
Is it fair to say, Mont, that it's kind of 2 peas in a pod? There's not much difference between the 2. Both Spanish, for me, both decent going forward, but a liability defensively. I feel like people that are being shamed like, oh my God, downgrade, whatnot. They're very similar. That's how I see it, bro. I think they're very similar players, very similar profiles. But I just think, go on.
I agree, but I just think Reguilon's much better going forward. I think Kukurea is a bit better.
Yeah. I wouldn't say much, but
neither of them are good defensively. I said I think Kukurea is a little bit better going backwards because he can play left centre back as well. So I think Kukurea's got a little bit more in his locker going backwards, but I think neither of them are even average going back the other way. I look at Reguilon.
I agree.
I think when Reguilon's going forward, and when from the Reguilon I've seen, the better side of Reguilon, he's got a good delivery. I think Kukurea is very reserved and conservative.
He contributes to goals. He scored, I think, 2-3 goals in that season when he was it under Conte?
I think he's crap. I can't lie.
Well,
I've watched my team spin him up enough times. Like I've been watching.
Going forward, he's caused some damage though. Going forward, he has caused some damage.
How much damage are we talking? Like you could any wing back can cause some damage. I just watched Robinson go in and out and spin up Sanchez. But is Robinson is he a good left back? No, not at all.
Robertson, who?
For Fulham.
Oh, Robinson, you mean Robinson?
Yeah, Robinson. Yeah.
Robinson's decent. Robinson's decent.
I thought you said
Robinson's
Robertson.
good.
No, I
Robinson's
don't rate
decent
him
still.
either. I don't rate him either. He looks
Robinson's
sticky. I'm not with
decent.
it.
Don't sleep on Robinson. He had a good season last
He's
season.
decent still.
He done decent.
But yeah,
Bro,
I
I'd
don't
rather
rate
him than Reguilon. So
I'd rather.
Robinson's decent. Yeah.
I'd rather
I had
Dalot
to
left back than Reguilon.
But yeah.
I'd rather
No, I hear
Dalot
it.
left back. I'll be real.
So you'd rather Dalot left back? You think it's a pointless signing? Chat.
Yeah.
Let me hear chat. Everyone in the chat right now. Reguilon or Cucurella? Give me one name. Reguilon or Cucurella? Kids, where do you like this? While the chat gives us.
you know what's so mad, yeah? You see Cucurella, he's one of those guys that I looked at for Brighton and I rated him. And I feel like he's one of those guys that he needs a perfect system in place for him to be good. If there's no good system in place, he's awful. Like, you saw it for Chelsea. For me, he was completely awful for Chelsea. Like, nothing short of pathetic. He was pathetic. So, like, it's about Ten Hag. If Ten Hag can provide that system, then I'd rather Cucurella. But if he can't, I'll be Reguilon's clear. Reguilon's clear. As just a normal modern day standard left back with just a generic system, Reguilon's clear. I'll be honest.
I think. Who did Reguilon go on loan to? What was his loan spell? Who did he go on loan to? Chat, let me know.
Sevilla, isn't it?
Atletico.
How did his loan spell go now? You don't have to educate me on that. How did his loan spell go?
He didn't even play. I don't think he even played.
I think he even got injured.
Yeah, I think he got injured and didn't play.
Wasn't it Sevilla? I swear it was Sevilla. I think it was Sevilla.
It was either Sevilla or Atletico, one of those.
Yeah, it was definitely back to Spain.
Yeah.
I'll be real, man. I'm just maybe people say I have an agenda. You might be right. I just think Cucurella is knackered in it. I don't like how sometimes you just don't see it. I don't see him thriving at Chelsea, and I'll even say as well. But to be fair, Ethan here is saying full of injury. Big up E in the chat as well. And I'm even thinking, and people calling Cucurella Cucurella. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild.
That's the Cucurella. Nah.
Yo,
that one killed.
Bro,
Nah, he's not great. He's not great, honestly.
Bro, we're literally doing the Liverpool right now. We're loaded in an injury player that once he gets injured, it's just going to be dead.
But surely there's another left back out there available that's better than Reguilon. Surely. There has to be.
Give me Tsimikas. Give me Tsimikas. I'll take him.
Bro, even
I said that to Kazan Ty. I said that.
Man said, "Give me you take Tsimikas
I
over."
said, "Do you want Tsimikas?" They're like, "No, keep him."
Bro, I will take. Bro, man, to keep. Bro, I will take Tsimikas over Reguilon any day of the week. Any day of the week, bro.
Bro, he's gonna get. Once he gets injured, then what?
Exactly.
We're literally back to square one, and we can't get anyone.
So would you take Cucurella solely because his fitness is better? Because there's not much.
Yeah.
Corey, quickly, who are your left back? Shaw, Malacia.
They're both out. Shaw's out for 10 weeks, and Malacia's out for like 6 months.
No, that's what I'm saying. But who are cool? I know they're out, but who are your left back options? Them two, potentially Reguilon. I swear, there's a young G.
Yeah,
Keeps mentioning
Fernandez.
Yeah, that's it. I've never watched him, but apparently he's good.
He's okay, but I'm not trying to play him against Arsenal. That's so
you know what it is, bro. You know why you might as well. Corey, you know why you might as well just play him because, bro, Cucurella, Reguilon, Dalot, either way they're getting bun up. Either way, so you may as well just play your young G, like literally,
bro. This is not good. I said this already. We're losing against Arsenal. I've already accepted that defeat anyway because there's no chance. We haven't got our midfield. Well, Amrabat's definitely not playing. We still don't know if Højlund's playing. Like this, we've got so many injuries. Like it's just long.
Yeah, no Varane.
This is dead. No Varane. Like this is dead. Actually, if Varane's out, I don't mind putting Lindelof in it because on his own, without Maguire, he's actually pretty good. So I haven't got a problem with Lindelof. But my main concerns is my striker, my midfield, and my wingback situation. I've got too many injuries to go up against a fully fit Well, you guys fully fit yet? Do you have everyone back?
Yeah, we're fully fit. Just no Timber.
Yeah, a fully fit Arsenal. You expect me to go against when I've got like two, three key injuries. Like, this is
it's nuts. It isn't looking great. I'll be honest. It's not looking great.
Corey, honestly, do you think you bring in anyone before tomorrow night's deadline? Well, we literally got like 27 and a half hours till it shuts.
I still think we bring in Amrabat, innit? I still think we bring in Amrabat, but it's not enough, bro. Like we're in real trouble right now. We're literally regressing from the season that we had.
Wait.
I can't blame Ten Hag for that. Like I've seen that he's been saying, "Oh, he's expected more people."
No. You, to a degree, you can. I'm not saying it's all on him, but the Mason Mounts and these players, they were his players. Yeah. So I think,
the Mason Mount thing. I can never back that. Because brother, he's nasty as hell. But yeah, so we'll have to see, bro. We're definitely going back to vibes football, survival football. And we haven't even got an overstacked attack to do the 5-4 thing. We can't even do that.
Yeah, we'll be there, man. Sunday, boy, we will be there. Trust me.
Boy, we'll see. Listen, people, we are gonna end it there. Listen, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Of course, again, we are so close to 6.5k. So if you haven't already, just remember to hit that subscribe button whether you're watching this back or whether you're watching this now. We are 21 likes away from 200. So just until we finish the outro, make sure you hit that like button. 20 likes now. I know we can get to 200 likes before the end of the outro. Easily, we can get that done. I know there's some of you that are just sitting there watching and you just forgotten there's even a like button. So let's get that done, people. Make sure we big up everyone in the chat as well. Big up Michael as well, Liverpool as well. Big up Red and White staying into the whole stream as well. Big up Robert Arnold in the house as well. Big Yards 88 as well. Big up Kings Mano as well. Skip to Malu. Big up the man them. Smash a like on the way out. All that good stuff. Make sure you stay on here to go to Ends Man where he's covering the Gravenberch news a little bit more. I am going to go call on Callum. I'm going to go call on Kopish. I'm going to go call on James. And we will speak in more depth about Ryan Gravenberch. Of course, my video on Ryan Gravenberch as well will be out tomorrow around 1 p.m. as well. So that's more. There's just hella content for you lot. We've got the Prem preview. There's just enough stuff ready for you guys as well. And of course, we have the roundup on Sunday. That's going to be jam-packed with Man United versus Arsenal was the game right before the roundup. So it's going to be fresh in everyone's head. So it's going to be the game is on Sunday, right? 4:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So right before the roundup, it's going to be war. You might know it's going to be war. So again, big up everyone in the chat. Just going to big up the members right before we leave as well. So bear with me, people, while I just big up the members. Man, is there anything else you guys wanted to say right before we leave as well?
Yeah, no, again, big up the chat. Big up everybody, man. Trust me. Big up everybody who attended the draw today as well. Like I said again, like Champions League settings. Big up Corey, my guy. Obviously, we were there early. Rums and Munts had to follow after, but you know, like I said, just pick up everybody, man. It's a good day today, man. Easy draw.
I don't need a wristband. I'm a UCL winner, so I don't need a wristband. They just kind of like, yeah. See what I'm saying?
We're in the VIP section. You're in the dark. You have to mix it.
Yeah, but them tickets expired. They expired now.
You know what they won't tell you, Rums? Do you know what they won't tell you, Rums? What they won't say is that we're actually Liverpool and even Tottenham as well are actually on the Champions League opening theme. Darwin Núñez's backflip is on the they're advertising us.
How
Bro, the promo had enough of us in. Enough of us in the promo.
Yeah, that's you man's trophy for the year still. What a trophy that is.
Listen, and that's cheeky for one you haven't won. But anyway, big up the members, big up Honestly, Solo, MCFC, Solo P1, Daniel Wu-Tang, Slim Ake, Ed, Skip to Malu, obviously Kaz, Edrin, D1 Millie, KLFC, Beijing Reds TV, Roms, NDNT, baby, of course, Aiden Andrews as well. It's been another episode of Big Six Pants. Make sure you tune in and make sure we see you guys tomorrow. If you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, man. We're live every day pretty much. So catch us tomorrow. Take care, and we will see you soon.